Oh, I knew looking at the camera. Is that where I'm? Okay, I just want to make sure I'm here, bro.
You good now?
Yeah,
You sure?
yeah, let's get it, bro.
All right. You ready? You ready for this?
Hello, audience.
CouchPotatoGM.com is the website. Couch Potato General Manager is the YouTube channel. You guys know it because you are on it. We're here to discuss 2021 storylines for the Cincinnati Bengals. CPGM Drew, CPGM Drew, CPGM Headley. My storyline was Chase and Carman Jackson the right pick.
Mm. You can hit him with a Sewell Elijah Moore.
Mm.
Mm. Maybe. Maybe.
That's all I'm saying. Obviously remains to be seen. Chase is a baller. In terms of the value of those players, I feel like a Sewell, Elijah Moore, a Bateman, something like that would have been better versus what they have here. But I guess we'll find that out. We know Burrow's coming off that injury. I'm leery of the choices they made, and obviously, you can be like that after they made the picks. But I'm just, for me, it's a wait and see, and it's not great reports coming out of training camp right now with Burrow, and just coming off of that injury, and it's just is he seeing ghosts type of thing, and I've never had that injury, but I can imagine, you know, uh, 200, 300-pound man coming at you fast and in a hurry, it can make you jump, make you throw the ball a little sooner than you want to. Yeah, it can get to your mind. So, um,
Mm.
was it better for them to go top tier offensive line and then go later with a receiver that
Terrace Marshall.
Mm.
they were there,
Yeah.
they were there.
Yeah, man. That brings me to my storyline is can they protect Joe Burrow? Is Joe Burrow going to be seeing ghosts? You got to protect him, man. You got the weapons. It sure is pretty.
Yeah,
T. Higgins, Clemson, you know what I'm saying? Jamar Chase, Tyler Boyd, the perfect slot. So, yeah, they're up there for me as far as trios. But, back to my point, man, you get back a healthy Jonah Williams. We like Jonah Williams, so he's a technician. He can get the job done. But I have questions. Michael Jordan solid, but I have questions basically on the right side. They have Riley Reef, Quentin Spain. We've seen a lot of tape of these guys. They've been playing in the league for a while, so we know what they offer. And you draft a Jackson Carman and a Deontay Smith. Deontay Smith might not be ready right now. Jackson Carman, you selected him high. You selected him over a lot of other offensive line on the board at that point. We'll see if they could protect Joe Burrow.
The Jackson Carman selection, I know the three of us were a little leery of it. Of course, Bengals fans, and certainly I have a ton of respect for Willie Anderson, former Bengal, and he swears by him. Apparently, Jackson Carman was working with him, so that's kind of what the Bengals faithful are kind of hanging their hat on. Carman has ability. He has ability. We'll see how he develops, but the question regarding the offensive line is perhaps the main storyline as it relates to Joe Burrow returning from that injury. We've done a previous video kind of weighing the pros and cons of going Chase versus Penei Sewell. Ultimately, the Bengals went Chase, and of course, now we're in training camp. The bullets haven't really been flying. The live bullets haven't been flying. Burrow's wearing the red jersey, but yet he's seeing the rush. That does not bode well. We got to give him time. We got to give him time to kind of get reacclimated, get comfortable, trust in his knee. But that is not necessarily the most encouraging of reports coming out of Cincinnati. My question harkens back to probably my main storyline last year was, and I guess this also is associated with the offensive line, is when is Joe Mixon going to become the guy? We
right.
know about his ability, we know about his skill set, but we haven't seen it displayed consistently. I know he was banged up last season, but even in terms of his usage, generally he's coming off the field in lieu of Giovanni Bernard. He's no longer there. They did draft Chris Evans. Chris Evans looks amazing out of the backfield as a receiver. Got a chance to see him in Mobile, and he cannot be covered by linebackers. So I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't slide into the Bernard role as far as the passing game, which to me limits Mixon's superpowers. I would like to see Mixon, despite all of the talent they have at receiver, I would like to see him as the true focal point of this offense. And until that happens, I think until they dedicate themselves into being a Mixon focused offense. There will be there's going to come a time where Burrow is the man, right?
Right.
That's gonna come. I think we're confident in Burrow's skill set, and then of course his weapons as well, where they can just spread you out and he's just gonna pick you apart. But as of right now, as this new offensive line unit kind of tries to gel, and as Burrow kind of gets his feet or legs back underneath him, ride Joe Mixon, man. That's what I want to see, and I think that'll go a long way, obviously, to helping your defense as well. Zac Taylor has to understand that yes, you got some real nice, pretty shiny toys here, but that backfield has a unique skill set. Leverage him. You paid him the money. I wasn't sure that they were going to extend him. They decided to extend him. Let's not keep him in the stables. It's time to get him out on the track and run him.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this goes back to Zac Taylor and the offensive line. Offensive line has to, give Mixon those holes to run through, and Zac Taylor has to dedicate to the run, and he's a disciple of McVay, and we've seen with McVay when his offensive line is not the best, and they can't run the football, what happens? So
the entirety of their offense. Yep, you're right.
Yeah, so that's what it's going to depend on, Taylor and that offensive line.
And if you pay your running back, why wouldn't you run it through him? That's that one position where it's like you pay him, use him. You know what I mean? Because we know running backs not long in the league. You paid him, so use them. It doesn't make sense to me. You know what I mean? But coaches do dumb things all the time. Hopefully Zac Taylor's not that coach. But we'll see. And again, as bad as his defense is, or it was last year, the running game can only protect you in all facets when you're talking quarterback who's coming off an injury, and you're talking about a defense who at this juncture is a work in progress. So Bengal fan, let us know down in the comment section how you feel about your team. What's your storyline going into football season? Like, subscribe, comment.